well he does here against Reaper Black and SAC, because again, they're kind of the question mark, sort of, just because we haven't really seen them in this position yet.
And they're playing some like slightly different legends, still obviously very meta. We've seen Tesca today already, not even just in South America. And we regularly see Wushang. We were talking about Wushang on the pre-show today. But of course, most of today has been dominated by Axe and the handful of Axe legends that people are playing in twos. So even though it's not the most weird meta, it's at least outside of what we've been seeing this weekend. So that's some fun variety to inject into this equation.
Yeah, I mean, I personally always love seeing a Tesca in the 2v2 space. Granted, they're going up against Wess, one of the kind of most established Tesca players in the region. And that might be one of the reasons why Wess and Vem Tenkilo are doing so well right now. They've got both blue team members in the red.
In case you're like just tuning in and haven't been following along with the bracket, if you're on Twitch, !bracket, you can follow along there. Right after, are we going to get the full team wipe here, Wes? Babysitting back.
Away.
Oh, no, not getting back. But we are in the winners finals here. Both of these teams are guaranteed top 3. We'll see who gets a guaranteed top 2 with a victory after this best of 5 set.
You know, I respect the back away, but that is going to be a wipe coming out of the blue team. Each one taking an aim. Reaper still in the deep red, still on that first stock. And here comes a team combo. Vem tries to come in. Try to break that one up. Wes got that uppercut. Off stage,
nice.
Wes gonna convert that to a KO.
Man, the deep GCs from the gamers this weekend, they have been so prevalent, more than I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, they're very willing to go off screen and go real far out there. Okay. Some chunking hits. Everybody kind of just pummeling right now.
Yeah, that was a great sidelight that came out from Reaper. It didn't hit, but it got, I think, dodges of both members of the red team. Unfortunately, SAC wasn't in range to be able to punish right after that and get some real juice once those dodges were down and only jumps were available. Oh, that weapon toss barely went over Wes's head, almost made contact with him. That would have sent him flying, probably, even though it's from his teammate.
Yeah, might not have KO'd, but it definitely would have put him in an awkward spot.
It would have split the red team.
Yeah, for sure, split him further. Right now, Wes respawning Vem in the red. But really, SAC's the one who's got to be careful here. He's on his final stock and getting close to that KO %.
Honestly, I've also been waiting for SAC to have a moment again in twos because like Kaina and SAC is crazy.
Back.
There's the start of it. Oh man. We're seeing the rise of 2v1 team combos that are exclusively like signature driven. And is it just a Tesca thing? Because we've now seen it from 2 different Tesca players this weekend and nobody else.
Dude, that's the value of, like you said earlier, those active input signatures, that ability to really control where you're throwing your opponents. But it was enough to bring this one kind of in favor of the blue team, really.
Yeah, just by a little bit, maybe around like 40 to 50 damage, given that Vim is starting to take some punishment here, getting deeper into the orange, and Reaper is still in the yellow. Oh,
Droid only hits his teammate, but the side air will take out SAC. Both red team members in the red. Do they have a team combo of their own?
Reaper kind of playing around that soft platform, gets over, lands on the right side, still looking for a weapon. Wasn't able to grab that one. Wes dropping that side signature, wasn't quite in the right spot at the right time to be able to pick it up. Here comes the gauntlets, but I think like one more recovery from Wes's gauntlets and Reaper's probably done. The GCD light, not quite.
Going all over there. Goes for the ground pound, still has movement. Will get back up because of that recovery. Now he's got a weapon. NSIG takes one, but Vem makes it a trade.
That was sick, though. The turnaround to get the NSIG, and then who ended up punishing him? Was it Vem or was it Wes?
It was Vem.
It was Vem,
yeah.
And then Vem's punishment on that. So that was both sides, the blue team and the red team, doing a great job right there at the end. It's just one of those things like, there's another guy there.
Yeah, that's the value of that 2v1. You can at least make it so that it's not for free.
Down air through the dodge, and then there was Wes with the GCD light into the side air to get that stock away over on the right side.
SAC was going deep there, wanted that big play. Unfortunately, it just went big in favor of the red team instead of his own. Here we go, game number 2 though. No character swaps.
It's very strange hearing so many gauntlet noises. Oh man. We've been hearing Axe all day. It's like music to my ears. Oh, there's the ground pound. SAC, he's able to get back. Yeah. Just barely hit sweat beads before he touched that wall, so not in huge danger. Nice neutral sig, getting the KO on the right side. Vem is going to be the first one to fall. Yet another one here. What's that called? Is it the spinning? No, that's not the spinning. What is that one?
I don't.
What's that move?
Is it spinning bird kick?
Is it?
It might
I can't
be spinning bird
think
kick.
of any of the other ones that would be spinning bird kick.
Yeah. All right, SAC, deep red, still on that first stock. GC side sig gonna get punished. Both red team members actually got stacked up there. Unfortunately, blue team not able to get a team combo on it.
Yeah, Wess was just a little bit too high when he gravity canceled that side signature, so he went over the heads of the grounded hitbox players, and they were easily able to punish once he was done sliding. Oh, two
Reaper.
pieces of team damage and the stock there. That's tough for the red team. They're really starting to fall behind here, especially if they get this stock off of Vem. There's the dodge burn, but Wess instantly rotates in. He puts another warm body there to kind of get in the way of what the blue team wanted to do. I think like one more side air from SAC and he's probably done. And yep, there it is right there. Vem is taken out. Wess is going to do his best to try and zone out both members of the blue team while Vim comes back in. He's able to grab his gauntlets pretty quickly, though, in light, but that also picked up Wess.
Off-stage opportunity. Vem not able to find any hits on the Reaper on that left side. Now Wess and Vem starting to fall apart here. They need a KO here. They'll get one. Can they get the second one? SAC with the movement gets around the dares, but that'll do it. Vem Tenkilo finds a connection.
And that was smart for Vim to really take over on that one because Wess started getting the 2 exclamation points. I don't think he got 3, but he definitely got 2. And so he was like, I got to get out of here, main stage, so he can reset all of that. Let Vim take over and handle it because he has a lot more time before wall slip's coming into play.
Still, though, playing on that back foot. That team damage doing them no favors. Gravity cancel downlight from Wess. Good reaction.
Dude, Vim's going crazy and he has to.
Ooh, doesn't hit the dare, though.
Oh, man. Vem almost got the side sig KO on Reaper. It would have made the 1-for-1 trade worth it once Wess fell. But then shortly after that, it was over. That was a really good game, though. It was looking really tough at one moment towards like the beginning of the final third of the game. And Wess started taking like a step back. And he was like, okay, I'm going to stay grounded. If they get near me, I may throw out a neutral light, may throw out a D light. But I'm going to let Vem go crazy. And he did.
Yeah, Vem really was doing a good job of kind of picking up the slack. Like you said, Wess, I mean, he knew he was the most damaged. He had to play back, and Vem was really trying to take that front position. But here we go into the next one. Again, no character swaps.
Reaper's going to start off with the spear here, despite most of his damage being done last game with the gauntlets. We'll see if that changes at all here. Just kind of jumping around, zoning with those neutral airs, just covering himself. Not able to find any connections so far. He's taking quite a bit of punishment. He took 50 damage very quickly, maybe even more than that, maybe closer to 80. And it's still going. The number continues to climb.
They're finding hit after hit. This red team feeling really nice right now to start this one off. But once again, it doesn't ultimately matter unless you can get those KOs.
Yeah, definitely. And there's one of them. Reaper's going to get caught first in this game. Meanwhile, Wess and Vim are very healthy. Still around 100, maybe 110 damage. Okay, SAC hoping to chase after Vim. Reaper went high, hit the gauntlet side air.
The weapon toss, and Vim still manages to get up over to the wall. Down stick thrown out, SAC with the punish.
Reaper was a little bit slow on the follow-up after SAC with that recovery, but SAC finds the signature, gets the KO. Wess all by his lonesome.
Other side sig, he's going to throw him straight towards the KO box. Stock advantage to the blue team. Reaper still sitting on that first one.
That's now 2 times that Reaper's been the one to like go high and cover that high area while SAC kind of stayed a little bit more grounded, or at least close enough to the ground that he could cover that zone as well. Oh, Reaper got bonked on the head. There's the side air bouncing him off the wall. The dodge, the sweat beads. He comes in.
Yeah, and SAC managed to respawn just in time, was able to be a body and make it so it wasn't too easy, but that axe recovery at the top of the map puts Reaper down to his final stock.
And an important part about how quickly SAC moved over is he was still in iframes towards the like beginning of that. So his approach, there's no way they can stuff his approach because he can just literally run straight through them for free because of those iframes on spawn.
Ooh, another side sig. Wess able to punish this time. Vem not going to get KO'd from it.
It was a little bit slow on the punish from Wess. I'm not sure if he was like worried about hitting his teammate while like this spinning around was happening.
It hits you too when you're spinning.
Yeah.
So he could have just not wanted to get caught there.
Yeah.
Okay, SAC able to hit the downlight ground pound. Wess got the touch, but the ground pound from SAC will shut down Wess.
We got ourselves a nice game here. Reaper is pretty damaged. We'll see how conservatively he's able to play here if he's able to make this stock last. Of course, you saw him instantly swap over onto the gauntlets. Oh, another inlight, almost. Point blank side sig from Vim Tenkilo.
It does look like the blue team's really trying to set up for a combo. Oh, that end sig not going to help.
Yeah, that's spinning bird kick.
Yeah, you can hear her say it.
There were so many noises going on last time that it wasn't like quite as obvious as like the Kikoken on Linfei or Sakura.
Nice recovery. Again, the axe recovery is connecting and KOing.
Yep.
Red team currently up 2-1.
That was a tough game for Reaper. I think he did basically as much total damage that game as he did on Gauntlets the previous game. So he definitely struggled that game. He did even less damage on Spear than he did the previous game, only 62. So he definitely seems to be Gauntlet focused, and maybe just the double Rayman Axe gamers are just keeping him zoned out. I personally would not want to play Gauntlets into Axe because it feels like your longest range move is going to be that downlight. They're basically going to be able to match that freak with anything. If you go in with a side light and you whiff, like you're in perfect punish territory, whether it's an in light, whether it's a D light, whether you want to go for the side light neutral air, playing Gauntlets into Axe is not something I'd be wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, Axe players can match the nasty, but I do think that Reaper started to figure out a secret in how to play the Gauntlets against them, just because Reaper started to do more follow-up plays. Wild side sig there from SAC.
Imagine that would have been like SAC throwing Reaper across the stage and then they pick up the 2v1 combo off of that. That would have been so cool.
Side sig hits and KOs. Weapon toss. Wess manages to avoid the second one that would have KO'd him.
Reaper is without a weapon. Here's SAC getting sent to the blast zone over on the right side. Oh, Reaper comes in. Wasn't super focused on getting that weapon spawn, and I think Vem was more focused on stripping the field, and in that moment, because their ideas were diverged, then Reaper just got to come in and get the punish and the KO.
Yeah, I mean, Vem was right there, but had a completely different game plan, and Reaper was like, I'm still sticking around for this fight.
It was which way Brazilian man, and one of them is to the weapon, and the other one is punishing the opponent for KOing your teammate.
Yo, but look at SAC's health bar, already getting into the red on the second stock.
Ooh, Vim sliding off, and he actually moves quickly back onto the stage. I don't know if he meant to do that side signature on the charge signature, hitting his teammate, and now Reaper's taking some punishment. Got hit with a head bonk and an axe dare as well.
Here's the side air. Vem gonna eat that weapon toss, get KO'd, but SAC gets traded out. Stock count even, Wess the most damaged.
Yeah, Reaper and SAC still maintaining this lead because Reaper's been so healthy this game. He now has the spear. There is a weapon spawn on the field, but he kind of leaves it open, maybe for SAC to go grab his set of gauntlets. KO off the top.
Ooh, SAC was going for that gravity cancel side light. Didn't quite have the reach on it.
I'm really trying to look at Reaper's spear here. I haven't seen too much from it so far. It's just been like one poke here and there, which like is, like you can be successful with spear by doing that.
Yeah, I mean, spear and air, definitely a solid tool, but the end sig a little better as a KO's SAC and a side air will take down Reaper. Final stocks here.
Next weapon gonna be gauntlets, I believe, yes.
Crazy sig. Oh, here comes the team combo. Oh, he dropped it.
Just a little bit over his head because Wess was too close to Vem for that.
Tried to back up, just didn't quite have that positioning. Second opportunity. Oh, couldn't catch off the bounce.
Yeah, I don't know if they're specifically trying to go for the 2v1 at the like sacrifice of everything else, because there's been a couple times where Reaper's like picked up Wess. Okay, nice side air. That disarmed him, and yeah, that's going to be it. But there were a couple times where, like, Reaper picked up 1 or 2 gauntlet hits on one member. I believe it was on Wess. And then Vem just, like, he was around. He would, like, jump up and try to throw out the axe neutral air, but he really wasn't anywhere near. So I think they were maybe just, like, 100% focusing on setting up that 2v1 team combo, and really that was the end-all, be-all. And then towards the end of that, they were like, yeah.